Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mommy Monday. Today's video I'm really excited to do because I actually just kind of came up with this on a whim last night when I was laying in bed. It's probably a thing already, but not to my knowledge. There's a lot of these Instagram made me do it, this ad made me buy it type videos, but I've never seen the spin on baby products. So I thought I would go ahead and tell you guys the Instagram baby product ads that I fell for. And guys, I fell for a lot. I get sucked in and I'm like, yeah, that does look like a great product. I think we can all agree that ads have gotten really creepy over the years. Somehow Instagram, Facebook, Google, they just know what you're thinking even when you don't say it. It is weird how creepy and spooky and accurate those ads are. I started getting pregnancy and maternity clothing ads before I even knew I was pregnant, you guys. Before I even took a pregnancy test, I was getting maternity clothing ads on my phone. It is the weirdest stinking thing. So I want to tell you guys the ads that I fell for, the ones that I almost fell for, and the ones that I fell for and regret. Okay, first Instagram ad I fell for was Magnetic Me. Magnetic Me, if you're unfamiliar, are the magnetic onesies. They're really super soft material. Well, some of them are really super soft material made out of the bamboo fabric, so they're soft, and instead of having a zipper closure or a button closure or snap closure, they're magnetic closures. They are so expensive, you guys, but I kept seeing these ads over and over and over again while I was pregnant. On our way home from the hospital, after having Lincoln, Matt and I stopped at this store here in Charlotte called the Milky Way. We stopped there to get some supplements for breastfeeding and things like that. And while I was in the store, I saw that they had Magnetic Me in store. And that was the first time I had ever seen them in store anywhere. And so while I was there buying the supplements, I also picked up a couple of the Magnetic Me onesies. Since then, I have bought a few online off of Magnetic Me's website, but they're actually really good. They're really expensive. They're $35 a piece, but I fell for it. I bought it. I love them. I also fell for Little Sleepies. So because Magnetic Me is so expensive, but I really liked that modal bamboo fabric, I actually searched online for bamboo material onesies and I found a couple that came up, but they were all still really expensive. But I think because I searched that in my search bar, I started getting ads for bamboo modal fabric onesies, and eventually I started seeing ads for Little Sleepies. Now, Little Sleepies are sleepers. They also have different kinds of pajamas, but they don't have the magnetic zipper or the magnetic closure. They have actual zippers. I think what's unique about Little Sleepies is they have cuffs for the hands on all ages. So usually brands will only have the cuffs on the hands for newborn sizes, but Little Sleepies has it on all sizes. They also have cuffs on the foot. So you can either have them as footless PJs or footed PJs, which is kind of unique. I haven't seen that in any other brand. And they have really super cute designs. They also have family PJs. So we got our holiday pajamas from Little Sleepies last year. So my husband has a pair of Little Sleepies. I have a pair of Little Sleepies. They had a really good Black Friday sale where their whole site was 30 or 40% off. And because of that, I ended up buying a couple more. But I definitely recommend both of those sleeper brands. They're just on the expensive side, but they're really good. Okay, next one is Copper Pearl, and to be honest, I can't remember where I originally saw Copper Pearl. I want to say it was an ad, but not a pop-up ad. It was somebody advertising on their Instagram or their YouTube channel. Because of that, I had always had Copper Pearl in the back of my mind, and when I found out I was pregnant, I was oh, Copper Pearl, and so I ended up going on the Copper Pearl website and ordered stuff. But Copper Pearl, I love, you guys. Hands down, they make some of the best baby products. Their beanies are good. Lincoln wore their beanies every day of his life until he was 3 or 4 months old. Their bibs are really good. Now that he's in the teething stage, we wear their bandana bibs all the time. They have lots of solid colors, which is nice. Their burp cloths are the best burp cloths ever. They're thick, they're double-sided, they're big. Swaddle blankets are really good. They have quilts that I'm really tempted to buy. They have these all-in-one covers for the car seat, breastfeeding covers. They are such a good brand. Their fabric is so good. It's high quality. They have great customer service. They're expensive as well, but they do tend to run sales here and there quite frequently, every other month. So I try to grab things only when they're on sale. Okay, next one is George Hats. This is a recent find for me. I saw an ad somewhere somehow, and ever since then I was hooked, you guys. I think it's because I Google searched for baby-sized hats or baseball hats or trucker hats or something like that. And eventually I started getting ads for George hats. They make trucker hats for little boys, and they make them in a bunch of different sizes. So they make like infant size and then toddler size and youth size and adult sized. And they're kind of like the Rothy's of little kids hats. Like they have limited edition ones that come out and then they sell out like crazy. And it's like this big thing and people have huge collections and it's like, whoa, George hats. And they have swim hats that are made out of swim material. They also have swim trunks, which are really cool, but the hats, the trucker hats, really steal the show, you guys. Since I discovered that ad, I have bought a ton for my baby boy. Okay, next one are baby teething tubes. I don't know how this was targeted towards me, but I mean, I guess because I have a baby who is in the teething age, I don't know. But I saw the ad for these baby teething tubes and it didn't take long for me to think like, wow, that's a really good idea. So I picked those up when Lincoln was like 2 months old and he loves them, you guys. We call them his spit sticks because they're kind of like these hollow silicone tubes that have like a ridged edge and then a smooth edge, and he puts them in his mouth and he just drools like crazy, and then he pulls them out of his mouth and spit just like flings everywhere. It's kind of gross when I talk about it that way. He loves those teething tubes. He's loved them since the moment I gave it to him before he actually started teething. Tubby Todd is the most recent ad that I fell for. I actually haven't even received these in the mail yet. I just ordered them. They're having their spring sale right now. Lincoln does have eczema. We've gone to the doctor for it. I've used tons of different products and nothing seems to work perfectly, but I have since seen these ads for Tubby Todd. I fell for it. I bought some of their all over ointment. I actually bought a kit that has the bubble bath, the lotion, the ointment, something else, the dream cream. So we'll see. I can't tell you if it worked or not or if I regret it or not, but I did fall for it. Okay, the next thing is a diaper bag by Fawn Design. So this is more of a product for me, not really for baby, but I started seeing ads for Fawn Design like right around Mother's Day. Like a month before Mother's Day, I started seeing these ads like crazy pop up on my Instagram. And originally I was kind of like, I don't really need a new diaper bag. Why are they putting this on here? Get out of here. And then the more I saw them, the more I was like, wow, that does look really nice. Like that's a pretty stylish diaper bag. And then I clicked into the site and I was like, I want one of these diaper bags really bad. So I ended up telling my husband that that's what I wanted for Mother's Day, and they had a Mother's Day sale, or it was a spring sale, and I think it was 40% off or 30% off, and I ended up getting like the big diaper bag with the little pouch and the stroller clips as well. So I got like the whole shebang. I am traveling soon with Lincoln and I do plan on bringing that with me, and it's big for travel. I can stuff it with so many things, and it's like a faux leather material. It's brown, so it goes with everything. It's one of those just like neutral bags I can wear with everything. I could actually use it as my purse as well. It's big enough and it has enough pouches, like zippers, that I could put like my phone and my wallet and a lip gloss in there. So yeah. I like it. I like the way it looks and it feels nice and it's good quality. When I was pregnant, so when I first found out I was pregnant, I started seeing diaper bag ads along with the maternity clothing ads. It was bizarre. And one of the ones I kept seeing was the HAP diaper bag, H-A-P-P diaper bag. I ended up buying one of those when I was still pregnant, before I knew whether or not my baby was even a boy or a girl. So this was like way early on in my pregnancy. They're quite pricey. They're like $180, which is more expensive than Fawn Design. And I bought the pink one, the soft pink one, which is really nice. The reason why I ended up getting the Fawn Design diaper bag is because the pink diaper bag gets dirty really quickly, and it is a good material where you can wipe it off, but it's also very seasonal. It's kind of like a spring summer bag, and I wanted more of like a summer fall bag. I know, first world problems, right? Okay, the next baby ad that I fell for, I have a creepy story to tell you guys, and I posted about this on my Instagram when it happened. So this was before quarantine, before COVID-19. I was walking around by baby. I don't even think I had Lincoln with me. I think I was by myself. I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't Googling anything. I didn't have my phone on. It was in my pocket. And I was browsing through the food utensil section. So it has like the sippy cups, the spoons, the plates. And I remember stopping to look at the bowls and the spoons and stuff, because that was right around the time where Lincoln was starting to eat purees, starting to kind of dip into the solids and things like that. So I was just looking at what was available. And I remember stopping and looking. I didn't even touch it with my hands. I just looked at something probably for a good 3 or 4 minutes. I was just looking at this one product, and it was the Easy Peasy brand, which if you've heard of these before, they're kind of unique and they're geared towards like this new idea of like baby can self-serve themselves in a little teeny tiny cup. The spoons are teeny tiny spoons where they could kind of learn how to feed themselves. And the bowls are made out of silicone and they have a suction cup on the bottom. So I remember I was looking because they had all of those things available individually. And then they also had a kit that had all of the stuff together. And I remember looking at it and it was like a $45 kit and I was like, God, that's expensive. So I just remember sitting there and kind of debating in my mind, like, is it worth it? Do I like this? Whatever. I ended up not buying it. I ended up not even picking it up, you guys. I didn't Google it on my phone. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I literally just was like, huh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna file that in the back of my brain for later on. Fast forward to that night. So not even like weeks later, that night, I was browsing on my phone after I put Lincoln to bed and I saw an ad for Easy Peasy. It was the weirdest thing. It was bizarre and it was one of those like, oh my God, how do they know? Like, I don't know. And I remember posting about it on my Instagram and somebody told me that these stores can actually pinpoint, like, of course, what store you're in, what aisle you're in, and for how long you're in that aisle. And it just so happens they picked the product that I was staring at and I remember filing in the back of my mind, like, it is the weirdest, most bizarre thing in the whole world. Fast forward now a couple months later where Lincoln actually needed products like that. I was at Target buying, you know, essential products, groceries, things like that. And I went over to the baby section and I ended up buying the bowl and the spoons. I haven't bought the cup yet because I'm just kind of like, he's just learning how to use a sippy cup. So I did end up long-term falling for that ad. It's just the weirdest, craziest, creepiest story. I think that same shopping trip when I was at Target, I saw Once Upon a Farm. So this is one that I've seen, I don't know if I've seen actual ads or just people promoting them as an ad. I don't remember where I originally saw Once Upon a Farm, but it's baby food. It's organic baby food. I ended up seeing them at Target in the produce section. So by like the carrots and the stuff like that, they had in the cold section, Once Upon a Farm. And I remember seeing it and thinking like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that on Instagram. So I did end up buying some for Lincoln. I think he's indifferent about it. I usually make his baby food from scratch anyways, so there really isn't a difference between buying organic pre-made food and me making the food myself from organic fruits and vegetables. Okay, let's talk about the things that I almost fell for. So on the topic of baby food, I kept seeing ads for Yummy baby food, which is also organic. They ship it to your house, I think weekly. They send you a new package of food and it has like these really cool flavors like pumpkin pie and strawberry rhubarb pie and like these crazy like concoctions for your baby, and they come in a little glass jar. And not only did I see like ads, like pop-up ads, but I saw like influencers promoting this product as well. And so I actually went on the Yummy website, I signed up, I told them how old my baby was, I picked out my package, I put in my address. They're just really expensive, you guys. They ended up being like $50 to $80 a week, I think. I think that's too much for baby food. You can make your own for way cheaper than that. You could even buy Once Upon a Farm for cheaper than that, or just Gerber for cheaper than that. So I ended up not doing it, but I think because I was this close to buying it, I see ads for it all the time still. All the time. Okay, another one I almost fell for was Hello Bello, which are diapers. I want to say a celebrity owns Hello Bello. It might be Hilary Duff. Actually, my sister-in-law told me about Hello Bello. I think Good Morning America was like promoting a free pack of diapers or something like that. And so I went on the Hello Bello website to claim my free package, and I think it had to be like newborn or size 1, and at that point he was wearing size 2 diapers, so it didn't make sense for me to buy it. But because I had been on their website, I think they tracked that I was looking at them, and so I kept getting ads for Hello Bello over and over and over again. And there's been many times where I go on and I almost buy them or sign up for the subscription. I think what gets me is they're so cute, you guys. Like, something about cute diapers, like they have cute designs and they're colorful and they're organic. And then I have to really check myself and take a step back and say, what are diapers used for? How long is Lincoln wearing these diapers for? You know, an average of 3 hours at a time. I don't need to be spending all this money on fancy diapers, like they're diapers. So I really had to check myself, and I didn't buy them, but I almost did. I also almost fell for Zen sleep sacks. So these are the sleep sacks that have the little egg on them, like the weighted little egg on the baby's chest. These, I heard influencers promoting them, and then I also just saw like ads from the brand themselves all over the place. And I've almost bought the swaddles and the sleep sack. I ended up not buying them because I went to Buy Buy Baby to buy them because they sell them at Buy Buy Baby. And the ones they had available, the boxes were all torn up, like somebody had opened them and looked at them or returned them, and they looked kind of dirty and dingy, and there was multiples all the same size that were like this. It was really bizarre. So, and they're not cheap. They're like $35, $40 a piece. So I was like, I'm not gonna spend $35, $40 on this, you know, swaddle that looks like it's been through the ringer already. Okay, there's two ads that I fell for that I totally regret. Everything else I don't regret, but these two I fell for I regret. The first one are teething eggs. So this is one where I saw the ad, and then when I was at Buy Buy Baby, I saw the product and I was like, I remember seeing that ad. So I ended up buying the product. The whole idea behind these are they're kind of like a squishy silicone thing that are shaped like an egg attached to a strap that you can clip onto your baby's clothes. So kind of like a pacifier clip, but on the end is a big teething egg-like thing. They're shaped to the point where baby can grab them, but they're not gonna choke on them, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, the ad makes them sound like they are the best thing in the whole world, kind of like the teething tubes made them seem like they were the best thing in the whole world. So I bought it thinking Lincoln was gonna love it, and he could care less about that teething egg. He doesn't even put it in his mouth. He's kind of like, what the heck is this, Mom? I tried putting it in the freezer to make it cold, the refrigerator to make it cold. He doesn't like it at all, so I regret that one. And the last one I regret are the Lalaboo shirts. So these I bought when I was pregnant. I think I would have really liked this product if I had purchased a bigger size. So when you're pregnant and you're buying stuff for postpartum, it's hard because you don't know what size you're gonna be. You don't know how big your boobs are gonna be. You don't know how much weight you're gonna gain. You don't know how much water you're gonna retain. I was like 6 weeks pregnant, not showing at all. I was a size small. I looked at the sizing guidelines on the Lalaboo website. By the way, Lalaboo are t-shirts that have a built-in pouch for you to put your baby in. Instead of wearing like a wrap, the shirt itself has a built-in pouch. So they look really cool. They're good quality. The sizing guides, like I measured myself and everything, and I ended up buying a medium, thinking like, oh, I'll size up just in case. They are so small, and I was able to fit into it, you know, at 6 weeks pregnant. I think I even was able to fit into it at like 12 weeks pregnant. I had a jacket on and I was able to put it on over a jacket. I even put Lola, my dog, in the little pouch, and I was like, oh, this will be fine postpartum. Well, fast forward to actually being postpartum, I had gained more weight than I thought. I was retaining water, I was swollen, and the shirt fit, but getting Lincoln in the little pouch, it was so tight, and I used it a couple of times, and the times that I used it, I did really like it, but I wasn't able to use it for very long. It was just really tight and kind of uncomfortable. So I wish I had sized up even more, so like 2 sizes, and gotten a large. Okay guys, well those are the baby ads that I fell for. I thought this would be a fun video to film. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what baby ads you fell for in the comment section down below so we can kind of laugh at them all together. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Mwah.